Dear students, in today's class I will start transmission and distribution systems. In this chapter, we will be learning about various transmission and distribution systems, and also we will be comparing them. Though initially the generation of electrical power was DC, later on when a transformer was invented, the generation of AC power started due to the advantages of AC power over the DC power. Today, in almost every country, AC distribution are in use, but some applications of DC power still exist. For example, at our home, we use television, computer, mobiles, LED lamps, etc. These all work on DC supply. Therefore, to supply power to these appliances, DC distribution system are essential. But in transmission, we are having both DC and AC. There are AC transmission systems as well as DC transmission systems in use. Therefore, now it is beneficial to analyze various possible distribution systems, which are: first one, a DC two-wire system; B, DC two-wire system with midpoint earthed; C, DC three-wire system; and in AC distribution system we are having AC single phase 2 wire, which we use in our homes, AC 3 phase 3 wire systems, and AC 3 phase 4 wire systems. We will have comparison among these distribution systems. For the comparison of various distribution systems, certain assumptions are to be made, and those assumptions are: the power transmitted is the same in all the cases, length of transmission line is the same, power loss is same in all the cases, and the lines have same insulation. For analysis purpose, we consider the following two cases. Case 1, equal maximum potential difference between any conductor and earth. Case 2, equal maximum potential difference between any two conductors. We'll take case 1 now. Equal maximum potential difference between any conductor and earth. And in that, first we will take up DC two-wire system. Let V is the maximum potential difference between any conductor and the earth. Under this case, we will consider all AC and DC systems. Similarly, in case 2, we will consider all the AC and DC systems. Now first we will take DC two-wire system. In DC two-wire system, load is supplied with the help of two wires connected to a generator, and the negative terminal of the generator is earthed. The potential difference between the conductor of the distribution system and the other conductor here, which is connected to the earth, be equal to V volts. Let the potential difference between the two conductors here is equal to V. It is same as saying the potential difference between a conductor and the earth is equal to V, because the conductor which is connected to negative terminal of the generator is earthed. And say here the current flowing through the two conductors is equal to I ampere. Figure below shows the two-wire DC system without midpoint. If R is the resistance of each conductor having cross sectional area A then power transmitted P is equal to V into I. From this we can write I is equal to P by V. Since resistance of each conductor here is R ohms, the total power loss in two conductors is 2 times I square R. Loss in one conductor is I square R, but there are two conductors, therefore it will be 2 times I square R. That is equal to 2 into I is P by V. Therefore we can write I square as P square by V square into R. So 2 into P square by V square into R is the total power loss in this DC 2-wire system, whereas power transmitted is P equal to V into I. We must also know that resistance R is inversely proportional to area of cross section. This relationship will be helpful to us in comparison of volumes of the conductor in different distribution systems. Now in case 1 we'll consider second distribution system, that is DC 2-wire system with midpoint earth. DC 2-wire system with midpoint earth is shown in figure here. Midpoint means the midpoint of the conductor which connects negative and positive terminals of the two generators, and that midpoint is earthed now, and potential difference between the positive conductor and the midpoint here for one generator and the positive conductor and the midpoint both are equal to V. The potential difference between positive terminal of one generator and the negative terminal of the other generator is now equal to 2V. Figure below shows the DC 2-wire midpoint earthed system. If R1 is the resistance of each conductor having cross sectional area of A1 then power transmitted P is equal to 2 into V into I1, and power loss is equal to 2 times I1 square into R1, that is equal to 2 times P by 2V square times R1. It simplifies to P square upon 2V square into R1. Since for comparison purpose we have assumed the power losses to be same, equating power loss in DC 2-wire system and DC 2-wire system with midpoint earthed, we get equating power losses, we get P square by 2V square R1 equal to two P square by V square into R. P square will cancel, V square will cancel, and we get R equal to R1 by 4. Since resistance is inversely proportional to the cross-sectional area of conductor, the cross-sectional area of conductor A1 is equal to A by 4. Since volume is equal to area of cross section into length of conductor, for the same distance of power transmission, L unit length, we can write A1L is equal to AL by 4, or V1 by V is equal to 1 by 4, that is equal to A1 by A, where A1 into L is equal to V1 and A into L is equal to V. It means that the volume of the conductor used in DC two-wire system with midpoint earthed is equal to 1/4 the volume of conductor used in DC two-wire system. It means that the volume of conductor used in DC two-wire system with midpoint earthed is 1/4 the volume of conductor used in DC two-wire system. If return path of the current in DC two-wire system is earth, then the ratio of volume of conductors is equal to A1 into 2L upon AL, that is equal to half, because A1L is equal to AL by 4 as shown here. Dear students, I will stop the class here, and in next class I will continue with DC three-wire system and AC systems. Thank you.